Well, I hope you're doing well. If there's a few things, just housekeeping things. If you want to go up to the right corner and where I am, you can switch the screens and you can see me, or you can see the actual slides. You can make me a little bigger. You can make me smaller. And if you just get tired of hearing from me, hit the mute button or you can just leave. So hope you're doing well and you have stumbled across and somebody's thought of you highly enough and thought that you have the characteristics and qualities, or maybe you're in a life situation right now that that just speaks to who we are. That about starting your own home-based business and being able to work with people in your network that want to support small and local businesses right now. That's what we are about. We are small and local. We are we band together of a bunch of small businesses under a bigger umbrella, and that is what TrūAura is. That's who we are at our heart. What we are is a little bit different. What we are is a healthy skincare option. We want to provide a healthy diet for your skin. You might be joining us tonight because you've tried the product and you really like it. You know what? I love our product, and I didn't really have a skincare routine before I joined TrūAura, and I just fell in love with it. It's part of my morning and evening routine. My skin's never felt better. If you see a few little blemishes or scratches on there, that was because I was house sitting for my sister's dog last week during Thanksgiving, and she caught me a couple times while we were wrestling. So who are we at TrūAura? First, we're coming up on 3 years now, 3 years that we've been in existence. So we're like a little toddler, you could say. What a good one for that matter. I joined TrūAura back at the first of the year, and I had the pleasure of meeting Rick Heath through a mutual friend, and came on with Rick with great excitement. Why? Rick and his family started TrūAura 3 years ago here in Dallas, Texas. Yes, it's a family-owned business. There's not private equity behind it. There's not these investors that are looking at the bottom line every day and being the people that drive the decisions. This is decisions that are made by the heart of a family that care about people. They know that if you build people, the people will build your business. And so whenever we look at that, 3 years ago, Rick and his wife had the opportunity to take over an older company that had been around for years, but needed to be revitalized. Not just and that's not the product, but just the business in general. And so whenever we looked at that, he looked at it, he said, one of the first things we need to do is create a new product line. And so basically took the structure of the company and then rebuilt the product. And that's where we came up with TrūAura and about putting probiotics and prebiotics in each one of the products, creating a healthy microbiome for your skin to thrive. That's truly what we do. But I want to get into why we do what we do, how we do it, and all that tonight. And so bear with me as we go through just a 30,000-foot view of our company. I hope it spurs some thought with you. And even more so, I hope that it creates a couple questions. So get out that notepad, jot down a couple questions and maybe a couple observations that you would like the person who invited you onto this call to go a little deeper into. Also, if you don't remember, my name is Phillip. Jot down my cell phone number here. Take a screenshot, take a picture of it. If you'd like to shoot me a message and have more clarity on any of the things that I talk about tonight, or maybe just a few other questions that maybe I don't address, or maybe that the person that invited you to call hasn't addressed and you just like a corporate point of view, I can give that to you. So feel free to text. I'm up all the time. And if I don't get back to you within 24 hours, shoot me another text. It just slipped through the cracks. I get a lot of messages. So hope you enjoy the evening though. So for me, TrūAura truly is about a few things. And the first I want to talk about is on the right-hand side of the screen. We're going to do it kind of Sanskrit wise and go from right to left, then to center. So the intersection of integrity, ethics, honesty, and respect. I want to start there. Many companies talk about this, okay? I would be naive to think that that other companies don't go, we have the best, we have integrity, we want to make sure we have ethics and we have transparency and we respect everyone, and we have an honest product and the production process and the supply chain and all of that. I would be naive to think that others don't talk about it. But what I can tell you, this is what Rick talked to me about on the very first time we got coffee at George's coffee shop, not too far away from here. I had just moved back from Australia, where I was running a direct sales company in Australia and New Zealand. Absolutely loved my time there. It was time to come back to the US. And I met Rick and jumped on board, and he started talking about the transparency of which he wanted to run, which he was running his company and wanted it to go into the future, about integrity, ethics, respect, all of these things. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah. Everybody talks about it, but let's see if you can put your money where your mouth is. And little did I know that 2020, the 2020 and COVID and Corona and all that stuff was right around the corner. And what I have found is whenever pressures come, the cream rises to the top. Also, impurities rise to the top, much like how you purify gold. Whenever things are heated up, you know what? Impurities come to the surface and you're able to see those things, right? And if you don't scrape them, they stay in there and you get a lesser quality gold. Some of you might know what I'm talking about there, and it's just a simple thought. But what I was able to understand with TrūAura is that the cream rose to the top, right? The cream rose to the top. And all of a sudden, every decision that we were making was based off of respect, honesty, transparency, these things. I was so pleased to be involved with a company that put this at the forefront. I share this and I spend time there because I want you to know that you can be proud of a company that you represent in TrūAura. We'd love for you to be part of that family and that community. And as I talk about community, we look at the picture on the left of where it is the puzzle there. You see, you start to see the picture come together of community, or we might call it a sisterhood. Yes, I'm a part of a sisterhood. Most of us are, most are women involved in the company. We have a few men out there that love their skincare, and we'd love to have some more. But that community is a picture that is continually being put together. I love the idea of a puzzle because every piece has a specific place based off of the characteristics and qualities of where it is cut, and it helps to make the big picture. One thing that you always do with puzzles, though, is you always get that border, right? You get the border pieces, the straight edges, you get those first. And whenever you get those first, what it does, it limits your vision so that you can start to place the other pieces. I love this picture, though, because there are no border pieces. We're not at a place where we want to limit our vision or the growth potential that we have. In fact, we're just coming off of a month where we had over 20% growth company-wide. Yes, that's in a pandemic. Before December. What a great time. So we're growing as a company, but if we want to reach the heights of where we can go, we need people like you. And that takes me to the middle picture of we want to be a hand up to someone, not a hand out. We want to be able to empower you to start your own business, to have a company that you're proud of on the right, with the right-hand picture of the intersection there, and be part of something bigger with community. We want to be able to reach down and give you that hand up to pull some of those characteristics and qualities out of you that maybe you forgot you had, or maybe that you've always wanted to develop. That's who we are here. And as we talk to other consultants that are really love their TrūAura business, one of them here, I'm going to have a few people talk to you rather than me just chat at you. This is April, a picture of April sitting at her kitchen table, and she's still got her pajama pants on, her ball cap, and she's on the TrūAura website. She's working away, and she posted this on our closed circuit Facebook group, and she talks about the flexibility of which she loves her business. She works the business in the morning, hangs out with her kiddos in the afternoon, and has a booming business. Let me tell you about booming. And she is a non-negotiable for her is her flexibility. She loves being able to be at home with the kids and getting her workout in and those type things. This woman, she sold $18,500 last month. $18,500. She's had multiple months this year over $10,000. This is an opportunity to really earn some income and impact other people's lives. Here's a few other people. I'm going to show you a few videos throughout the evening. And these are not just people like April that are selling $18,500. We talked to some people that just joined a couple months ago. They're not many steps ahead of where you are right now. They've been on one of these calls with me this year going, I wonder if this is right for me. We wanted to give a full picture of our company. So listen in.
TrūAura has been absolutely amazing for my family and I. It has put me out of my comfort zone, given me confidence I never knew I could have.
I love sharing samples with my family and friends of the products that I love and use every day from TrūAura. The best part about that is getting a surprise text, personal message about how much they liked it, maybe how they've never used something like this before, and how well it worked for them. So
you're going to hear from some more people throughout the evening, but that was just a couple there that love their TrūAura business, love the product, but also even more so love the impact they're able to make in other people's lives. What do I mean by impact? Well, let's jump into where we are first in our product adaptive curve. What does that mean? First of all, I don't want to throw these huge words and economic terms at you that maybe you haven't heard before. Maybe you have. But so product adaptive curve is simple. How does the public, how have they received our product? Where are we at that adoption and understanding and having knowledge of our brand? Well, this is more of a macro sense. It isn't something that we have created. We have the innovators, those are the forward thinkers, the innovators, the inventors, the Steve Jobs types, right? That think about things in a different way. They think of things in a disruption, right? A disruption. Tony Hsieh, who just passed away this week, who started Zappos. They look at a problem in different lights and they're innovators. And then those early adopters are the first ones to raise their hand and go, I'm going to follow you. I'm going to follow you. And then you get the early majority. That's where the growth of the company comes. So the innovators would be connected to the startup phase of a business. The early adopters would be the infancy stages. And then the growth phase is the early majority. Where are we? We're about at the 7% mark. 7% mark. We're in our third year. And and where we are right now is we're expanding into new markets. And those new markets are new networks of people that want to support you and your business. We haven't even gotten to that uptick yet. We're still at the foundational start of the company. And the great thing about that is that the blood, sweat, and tears of the innovators and those early adopters, you're going to benefit from that. So you're at the right place at the right time on the right call. I'm excited for you and what this is going to mean for you and your business. So next, I'm going to talk through this, and you might be familiar. It's Simon Sinek's Golden Circle. If you haven't heard of Simon Sinek, all you have to do is go watch him on YouTube real quick, type in Golden Circle, Simon Sinek. There's so many YouTubes on what he talks about. But what his first book that he wrote was Start with the Why. And so I'm going to start with the why tonight. Why we do what we do is connected to the impact. How we do what we do is the flexibility and the control that you have over your business. It's your business, your way. The last one is the what. This is the product, and it is the disrupting, the action of disrupting a multi-billion-dollar industry. So let's get started. First, whether you're doing this part-time, full-time, or big time, that's your choice, your business, your way. The great thing is no matter what you choose, you get to impact other people's lives. How do you impact other people's lives? First, you impact their lives by solving, not selling. Solving, not selling. The best salespeople in the world never sell a product. They solve problems. Each one of our products solve a specific problem, as well as providing a healthy microbiome for your skin to thrive, pre and probiotics, and you're able to really impact other people's lives by solving problems. The other thing is, just like somebody talked to you and said, have you ever thought about starting your own business, having a flexible income? That can impact somebody's lives, whether it's a supplemental income, whether it's a replacement income, whether it's a bridge to a new income. That's impact. And when you start to impact other people's lives, you really start to have meaning in your own life. And when you have meaning, it gives you significance. And that significance leads to a fulfillment. And when you are fulfilled at the end of the day, you fall asleep a little easier. And whenever you have that meaning, it leads to a purpose that causes you to what? Spring out of bed a little faster, and you're excited about the day to go attack it. And you have that purpose and a reason. And then the more that purpose that you feel, the more you want to impact. And the more you impact, the more meaning, and the more meaning, the more purpose. And it's a cyclical nature. And that is the beauty of how we do our business. And that how we do our business is a direct sales industry. I love this industry. I spent 10 years in the traditional corporate world. I've been in the direct sales world for almost 10 years now as well. So 20-year career, half in the real world, half in this beautiful direct sales world. Why? Because it's really where the traditional businesses are trying to do what we do. All right. So the traditional businesses are trying to do what we do, that customized shopping experience. If you read about business or anything, or the retail world right now, retail's not doing so hot, right? It's not just because of COVID. I'll tell you that right now. It was traditional retail was struggling before this year. Traditional retail was struggling before this year. Why? Because they have ripped away the customer service and the customized shopping experience that used to be. What has direct sales done? It's injected customer service and customized shopping experience and relationship back into business. You see, a gig economy is where you have flexibility and control over your work. You have ownership in it. And when you have ownership in it, you use, not in a bad way, you utilize relationships to grow your business. You understand there's pain points in their lives and you use your product to solve it. You do your business your way. You have the flexibility and control of work when you want and how much you want. Some of those famous gig economy, that's actually a big economic term. Some of the most famous are Uber, Lyft, and Airbnb. You know what? They started in the last global recession that we had in 2008 to 2010. Talk about disruptors. Talk about disruption. Holy cow. Two of the largest transportation companies in the world are Uber and Lyft, and neither one of them own a car. The largest hotel in the world is Airbnb, and they don't own one building except for the corporate offices, obviously. They don't own hotels, but they're the largest hotel. They're disruptors because they looked at a certain industry and said, hey, it can be done differently. Well, guess what? We're disrupting a multi-billion-dollar industry in the skincare world because we said, hey, there's a different way. You don't have to use harsh and harmful chemicals. You can create a healthy diet for your skin. And we're really trying to lead the way in that, of spreading that message in order to impact as many people as we can. So whether we're preserving, supporting, or supplementing, first, preserving is the healthy microbiome The support is through the pre and probiotics. And the supplement is the age-defying ingredients that all give you 2 words, right? My 2 favorite words on the screen. There's a lot on the screen. I usually don't put this many words on it, but are noticeable results. Noticeable results. Do you know how to get a loyal customer? Provide results. Been in sales my whole career for 20 years now. And you know what? Whenever you can solve a problem for someone with your product, they're a customer for life. And that's what we really long to do here, is provide a solution. That's why this call is called the Trū Solution. Provide solutions for problems in people's lives. One of those is our business. While you are sitting here today, and we want to provide tools and different aspects for you to be equipped to grow your own business. Most people look at growing your own business, and the first thing they think about is startup cost, inventory management, hiring people, tech, all of these things. We've got it all taken care of for you. We carry the inventory. We've done the R&D. We've developing new products. We just launched a few, and we have a few more coming in the next few months. But another side is the tech suite that we have and the tools that we have to do your business. So listen to a few of the people here, and you'll hear them talk about the Facebook groups and the Zoom parties and those type of things, and how we try to use our YouTube channel to equip people like you.
It has filled my cup in a way that I didn't even know I needed, allowing me to connect with these women and offer healthy beauty solutions and gain new friendships in the process. I love doing Facebook virtual parties just to give tips and tricks for women to feel and look great in their own skin.
And I think you should join us to experience these benefits too.
The awesome thing about that is you might be saying, hey, I've done a direct sales business before, and I've had to go into somebody else's living room, and we're in the middle of a pandemic right now, and you can't look at it and going, hey, I'm going to come into your house and all of these things. How do you grow a business during this time? Well, we have different ways that we're equipping you so that you can grow your business. One is through Zoom parties. Zoom has been the big winner out of pandemic, right? Nobody knew what Zoom was before. I've actually been using it for 7 or 8 years, but most people had no clue what Zoom is. But we have trainings on Zoom. We've hired outside sources to come in and give YouTube videos just to our close-knit group, our consultants, to be able to train and equip them. We have Facebook parties, and we have different opportunities that we take to make sure to help equip you. We have calls like this that help to build your downline and your team and your volume that we want to be able to help support in any way possible. We also have our Trū app, the app where you can, wherever this is where your business is, right? This is your business. And whenever you have your TrūAura app and your replicated website, right? So you can have your replicated website that is our same website, but with your name attached to it. That's a huge value. And the Trū app and the back office and the reporting and resource library. So what is that? The reporting and reporting is where you go and you look at your history and you put in your orders and all of that. The back office, it's the back of stage, like whenever you're watching a stage performance, it's everybody backstage. That's what our back office and reporting, and the resource libraries where you can just type in and ask questions and those type things. So whether you're coming here because you're an entrepreneur and you're looking for the next big thing and a disruptor in a multi-billion-dollar industry, you're at the right place at the right time. Someone who has a vision and a competitive spirit and wants to be at the forefront, and at those Zoom parties, be someone that other goes, wow, that's really cool. Then you're at the right place at the right time. If you're a burned out professional right now, or somebody that's just burned out, I'm sorry you're there, but we want to be a soft landing place for you, somewhere to bridge the gap. If you're a power mom, I love power moms. I have had one. She's just not a mom anymore. She's the power grandma now. And it's amazing, as a power mom, you can juggle so many balls at the same time. And the busier you are, the more efficient you become. But what I love about the power mom is that you've developed skill sets throughout your mom career that you didn't even realize. And we need more moms in our everyday business. You might be in a second act or a retirement, right? That you've left a career and you're kind of twiddling your thumbs yet now, and you're saying, hey, I have some skill sets and qualities and some wisdom that I know that would be beneficial to others. Well, this is the right place for you. So how about making some money, right? How do we make money? Well, first and foremost, it's a bonus structure or commission structure that we have here. The more you sell, the more percentage you make, all right? Up to 50%. Yes. Are you kidding? Up to 50%. Whenever I was in traditional business, that just a traditional seller, 100% salesperson, like at Nordstrom, for instance, somebody at Nordstrom who's on 100% commission, guess what they make? 6%, not 66, 6%. We pay up to 50%. You couldn't earn more there. That you were set in, you were locked in. In fact, the more you sold, actually your percentage goes down. Maybe not at Nordstrom, but at other companies where I work, because you had to sacrifice margin. Well, guess what? We sacrifice margin because we're paying you more money, but we want to reward the hard work. The more you sell, the more you're going to earn here. The best person to talk to about this is the person who invited you to this call, and also some of these people.
That from day one, I was thoroughly impressed with the TrūAura skincare line. The first time I used it, I said, wow, this is the real deal. It's been a fantastic experience being a TrūAura consultant. Thankfully, from day one, I earned income, and within a week, I received my first paycheck. Who does that? That's amazing. Well, TrūAura does. And just the flexibility is just wonderful, having a large family, being a wife and mother to 7 children, and homeschooling. It fits right in perfectly.
TrūAura definitely has provided my family with extra income. This past summer, I was able to buy a new iPhone, which I use for my business as well. And also last month, my family moved. And so when we were setting up our new house, I made a couple of expensive runs to Target for things that we needed. And instead of worrying about where that money would come from, I just paid it with my TrūAura cash, which was huge and fun and freeing as well.
TrūAura has done so much for me with the people, with lifting me up and empowering me to become the best person I can be and continue to grow, and to not only help myself, but to also help others. So community and connection. Thank you, TrūAura.
She really says it there, of community and connection. It is truly who we are here. And I hope that you've been able to learn a little bit tonight, maybe jot down some of those questions, but even more so, just hear the heart behind who we are, the passion of which we approach our days and approach business. And so if you're here because you've tried that clean, healthy, safe products, then you know the benefits that we have. Oh, I don't know what I did there. Or if it's the flexible side gig that you're looking for, then that's great. Or supplementing or replacing an income. Maybe you love the specialized tools that we have. Or maybe you just want to impact other people's lives and make a difference in their lives. Well, you're at the right place at the right time. You've heard me say that a few times tonight. You're here for a reason. You are here for a reason. And we would love to help usher that in and help you grow your own business. This isn't a gimmick or anything like that. There's just 2 new levels that we have right now, and it's an opportunity to earn, not just be given, earn $379 worth of product. The 20% personal sales bonus minimum there, that's all the time. You have 60 days that will be an additional 20%. So make sure that you're jumping on board. That's just to get you started quick, get money in your pocket. And guess what? Just like Lucretia said earlier, guess what? You get paid weekly because you got weekly needs, not monthly needs. It's a great place to be. I love it here, and I hope you will too. So let's get started today. Thanks so much for joining us. Again, feel free to shoot me a text if you have any questions, but reach out to the person who invited you to the call. Have a great evening. Talk to you soon.